I wish you would find whoever did that to you and tell them I said thank you. Well. It's your little wax job. It's your little wax job, did you?
Yeah. Thanks. Anyways,
You probably deserved it. But.
That's nice.
So, hello everyone. My name is Mr. Brooks. It's Don Grimm over there.
That's me. I'm the Grimm guy. Yeah. And you are in with the news because we are in with the news. You're in with us, which makes you in with the news too. So yeah, that's how that works, whether you like it or not. And it seems that on the last show that we did of the news break, telling people we're gonna give it to you whether you like it or not went over really well. So that's how we're gonna roll from now on.
That's how y'all get down.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna do. So okay.
Fireworks.
Something like that, yeah. So as a lot of people know, we had a radio show for years. We got up to like 500 episodes plus, and so now we're on to this video thing. And granted, for some people, 25 episodes in wouldn't be much, but it's an accomplishment because it's a totally different fucking world, and we decided we're gonna celebrate it. And in doing so, we're gonna have a couple people on that we pre-recorded interviews with, and we're going to discuss the history of of the in with the news and the news group and how everything came from one single little comic book character. And that's going to be Mr. Brooks to tell that story because it started with him first, and then I'll interject as needed. But for now, Mr. Brooks, would you like to tell the story of Mr. Digger Dan, the guy that you see way over there, down there, that way? Yeah, little dude there. Yes, that's him.
Yeah, he was just a comic book character from so long ago. That's why he's in black and white. Anyway, I don't know. People like to laugh. I want to make them laugh, so I thought it'd be nice to do a comic strip. And to be honest, I actually tried to do that shit in a newspaper, and I don't know if anybody out there has ever tried to do something like that, but it is goddamn easier to join the fucking NFL. I promise. And
it's easier for a 400-pound couch potato to join the NFL.
Yeah, it's very difficult because you just think, well, if I got something funny and all that, or it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, if you think about it, it makes sense because I started realizing, I was like, damn, man, how often do you see new comics popping up? Maybe more these days because everything's so fucking wild. But like back in the day when there's a fucking Sunday paper and you get all the colorful ones and shit, it's the same shit. Like Blondie, 30 years running. Garfield, 30 years running. You know what I'm saying? Peanuts, 50 years fucking running. Fucking Family Circus and all that. It's always been the same shit. And Far Side, and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck am I gonna walk up in here and be the new guy and the fucking all these goddamn 80-year-olds? It's like if I have to draw Charlie Brown one more time, I'll fucking blow my brains out. But so I just said fuck it, and Facebook had come out at least for most people I think 09, 010, 09, 010, maybe 011.
011, yeah.
011, they came through and joined up, but like most people. When you see somebody that's like they joined in 2019, I'm like, who the fuck are you? And where you from? Like, Jesus Christ. I hope that's your at least second profile, for God's sake. But no, I just wanted to post them up there, and I actually made them more digital instead of drawing it. And Digger Dan is the guy. He's the news guy. And I like to talk shit through him because it's much easier because he's just a cartoon guy, and you can just fucking kind of get away with a little more. And back then you could have got away any fucking way, but like even now in today's sensitive, pussified ass world we live in, he's still gonna say whatever. Of course, we both gonna do that too, but Digger's the one that allows it. He's really the fucking man, and So I try to post them on Facebook and have little pages for the news, which was the name of the comic strip. He's an anchor man, and some shit happened on Facebook early on. It was just so different. I got fucking like banned permanently, like way back when it wasn't even fact checkers yet, and so it all went away and came back and made a group called the News Group, and I'm sure a lot of people know about it, and some hate it because they fucking suck, or some people feel like it's their family and they'd only come to Facebook just to go in there. And it was fun. A lot of people were talking, and just man, there's so many funny ass people. Like I'm like, God damn, man, this is fucking wonderful. Like I never seen so many funny ass, insane goddamn people that like each other. You like that? And then
Let me throw something in real quick. I'm gonna quickly tell how I got involved. I mean, I'm not the star of the show or anything, but I mean it's part of the whole story. So I came onto Facebook. The very first thing I found was Funny or Die, and they kept on doing these caption contests, and I was kicking ass on the captions contest just because I have a really fucked up imagination. And this gentleman by the name of Paul, I'm not going to say his last name, but I heard he licks hay. And that's all I'm going to say. Anyways,
he's a fucking crazy
hint, hint,
motherfucker.
nudge, nudge. Anyway, so
Yeah, holla at me. By the way, it'd be fun. That'd
yeah.
be real fun.
So he saw me in there and he approached me or approached like we're on the street. Now yeah, he walked up on me on the internet. Yeah, and he said, you're a funny fucker. How would you like to check out this group? And I'm like, okay. And I was basically I think I was like number fucking 31 or some shit like that. And now it's got what like fucking 4,200 people or whatever. But yeah, from that point it was just a bunch of crazy asses, and I was really enjoying being a crazy ass among crazy asses, and that's about it.
All right, so thanks, y'all. Thanks for listening and watching.
That's it. That's the end of the story. That's as far as we got.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much. I mean, right after that, some weird shit started happening, and Don Grimm was causing trouble with people, and
Hey! Quit putting me. You throwing me under the bus over here.
This guy was doing this little radio show, and he wanted me and Paul to come on and talk to him, and we did, and it was fucking lame. This dude, his name's Matthew Schools. I doubt he's probably goddamn bloated somewhere, fucking throwing up. He's a fucking douche boy. But he fucking had us on, and it was like, I want y'all to come on and talk about the news and what the kind of things y'all do. And then so we go on there, and I was all feeling fucking nervous and weird. And every time I got like cozy talking, he would, so what do you think about imported shrimp? And I'd be like, what the fuck, man? We were just talking about like fucking, new rims and something, but
yeah,
it was a train wreck. And when we got done with that, we started looking into it, and Don Grimm was like, y'all should do a show. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Paul was really awesome, man, but like, he was different, he's, it was just a little bit different. I don't know how that would have went. It would have been fun, but he disappeared and kind of did his own thing, and Don Grimm, wanted to do a show, and so we started doing the show, and it was internet radio show. Kicked off the first one April 20th, 2011, 420. We dropped the first episode, which was about marijuana.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out real quick is that, well, I mean, in a minute here we're gonna have to play our first interview, but before we go ahead and do that, I want to point out something. Those radio shows were the most awesome shit ever. We got to talk to people that we considered to be like, our, I don't want to say heroes, but I mean, these are people that we admired for, for whatever they were doing. Like, for example, Jerry Heller, we got to interview him. Curtis Blow, we interviewed him. Wendy Day, so many artists that we interviewed. Anyone from Locksmith, Haystack, Big Schmo, Black Rob. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on and on. I mean, we interviewed Big Pun's son, Chris Rivers, and and the rest of Cuban Link, Triple C's, and it's awesome shit, dude.
Well, all right. So we can talk about that after this interview and get more in depth into some of those interviews, because they They were pretty awesome. This one is pretty cool. It's an interview we did recently with. I'm sure y'all know this motherfucker is. His name is Ryan McCall. We just very recent, actually, last night we talked to this fool. So introducing Ryan McCall. We're gonna do a video with him and let some of y'all get to know a little bit about his ass if you didn't already know. So if you just,
I don't know if anybody wants to know about his ass. I'm not, but
somebody does. Somebody does, man. There's some weirdos out there. There's at least one psycho that would want to know that. He's got a wife. I mean, Jesus Christ. Somebody likes this fucking maniac.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Anyway.
roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yo. What up, y'all? I don't know if y'all know this motherfucker, but where's he at? Man, if y'all don't know this motherfucker by now, you don't know him by now. There's at least a handful of people that are like, well, I know who it is. It says it right there. But for the rest of you slow bastards, that's Ryan McCall, man. Knewsie for fucking years, probably a fucking decade solid. We got like some OG shit happening with us tonight. So what's up, Ryan?
What's up, man? I know I've had to been around since at least like 2015, something like that.
It's still been a minute.
That's a handful of years, damn it. Yeah.
Feels longer than that, but whatever. I'll take your word for it.
Especially
I think it was more like 96, 97.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially tolerating the crazy asses.
Don't talk like that.
Right. Anyways, check it out. I want to go back to the question that I was attempting to ask you before we got on the air here. I want to know a little bit about where you're from. So tell me about Seattle. Where you stayed at, and then where you're at now. And
I've been in and out of Kent half my life. I've been in Louisiana, New York, all these other places and shit. But I always end up back here for some reason.
So what took you to these other states? Just were you in the military? You just was fucking running the streets trying to.
My dad was in the military.
Yeah.
So everywhere he was stationed at, I got to go out that way.
So it had nothing to do with the drug running you were doing at the time?
No, swear to God.
No, that shit was easy. I
kept that totally separate, man. That was totally separate.
Nothing in my shoes back then. That was before 9/11 though, when you could still get away with shit. Like I said, my dad was in the military, right? They got the PX stores on base and shit, where you can get all the safe products and all that. I've literally brought home a disarmed hand grenade. You ain't getting through with that shit now, but I had a disarmed pineapple hand grenade, and they let it through.
You can't even bring a fucking spork on that bitch now.
Right. Shit.
What's with the sport, motherfucker? Like, I'm gonna aggravate the shit out of somebody. I'm telling you.
I was gonna make a joke about the whole gender thing with a spork, but you never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, but
there's only two pieces of cutlery, motherfucker.
Right, there's only the fork or the spoon, man. You can't be both. Anyway.
No, it's 2021. You can be anything you want.
You can be a goddamn butter knife sport. Like, whoa, you fucking freak.
Right. Yeah.
I've always felt like a spatula. I just never really.
This motherfucker. All right, check it out, man. My question is, who added you to the group? How did you get in?
That would be my sister and my brother-in-law, Rachel and Jason Gaines.
Tell Jason I said, "What up, motherfucker?"
I'll tell him that too.
See, that way I can sound like I'm mad at him, but I'm really just like happy to see him. You know what I'm saying? What's up, motherfucker? Like, you don't really know for sure. What's he got a fucking problem with me, or he's just really happy to talk to me?
What did you try to say?
No, I love Jason. He cool, man. Jason cool, man.
All right, tell me some people that have had some sort of impact or effect on you that you've met in the group.
I've met so many fucking people in that group. I remember Dami.
Yeah.
I don't even know her real name, but she was a great person to talk to. You know what I'm saying? She was
a real spiritual type, yeah.
Yeah, man. She kept it real. She was 100% with people. But who else? I mean, you guys in general. It's fucking amazing to see you guys back together, collaborating on some shit.
Oh.
So I watched you kind of. You want to sound fucking whack and be like, I watched you fucking blossom, but I watched you damn hone your fucking graphic skills a lot over the years, buddy. I noticed that.
Well, like, when it comes to the news group, I'm always in and out. You know, half the time I'm in Facebook jail. Let's just put it out. Last year I literally spent 3/4 of the year in Facebook jail. I'm not.
Fuck this goddamn new world we live in, where it's like, man, he's been in fucking social media jail more than he's been out.
Some of that's my own fault because I go out there and I poke at motherfuckers and piss them off. So.
I'm on a 30-day motherfucking bender right now, cuz.
Same here. Right. I still got 24 days left.
Right. I mean, shit, they hit me for 90 days at one point.
What?
Jesus Christ.
You guys don't see me much because I've been out there being a dick, you know, being a troll, basically. You know what I mean? And actually, the news group is like the first place that I saw all these people putting faces on bullshit.
Me too.
Like what we call roast chops and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I find pictures of a girl in a fucked up ass situation, I'm like, Brooks would look great on that. I'm gonna put his head right on that shit. I mean, she might be getting fucking quadruple penetrated, and I'm like, you know, we're gonna put his face right there.
You know, I think I've seen somebody put Brooks on it at least one or two tutu pictures. Yeah, I've seen it at least once. I know that.
Fucking Ricky Onetta, man, he likes to fucking Photoshop.
I think he was the first one that did me in the group.
He was the first one to do me in the group. We got you, buddy.
Right.
Got you.
Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody specifically in the group, or anything you'd specifically like to say about the group? Anything, messages, any whatever?
Definitely. Hi, Knewsies. You know what I'm saying? Fucking love you guys. It's great to pop in every once in a while, see how everybody's doing, talk some shit. Need to do it more often. I know that much. Well, I know when I pop onto YouTube and watch you guys, I like to, like I said before, man, I like to come in and see your guys' side of things. It's more of a fuck you attitude that I love. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
You don't see that enough in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, you don't.
You really don't. So that's why I love coming in to see the place. So, I mean, and that's kind of what it's always been, you know?
That's what's up, man.
Sharon Kitty Cross, I've had a poke war going on with her for years. I swear to God, we've poked each other back and forth, I want to say, at least over 1,500 times.
Damn, okay.
And that's from way back when I was an original newsie, you know what I'm saying? Way
right.
Not even a couple weeks ago, fucking Dave Brody bought a new RC.
Yeah.
The new axial riffs, and he hits me up talking about, oh man, check it out, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So we still talk.
That's good. That's cool. That's what's up.
And every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, I'll come and fuck with Frankie and Dallin's punk ass.
Oh shit.
Frankie will hit me, like tag me. It'll be like 6 months, and boom, he'll tag me talking shit.
We're gonna end up cutting this pretty soon here, so I just want to get out of you, like extract anything else out of you that I can that you might want to add to this.
Smoke more weed, everybody. Hopefully you're happy in your motherfucking lives and you're enjoying yourselves. Staying healthy. Don't fall for the dumb shit you see all over the stupid ass news. Just saying, you should pay attention. It's free.
Right. Well, anyways, man, it's been good having you on. It's great seeing that you're doing well, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down now, man.
We appreciate you coming on here and chopping it up with us, man. I know you probably got plenty of other shit to do.
All right, fellas. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Boom. Here we are again, right back here.
Yeah.
First of all, damn, that's crazy. Got me sounding like a goddamn loudspeaker at a carnival or some shit. When you lose your kid and they're fucking like, whose fucking kid is this? He's got some sort of fucking lollipop stuck to his cheek. So yeah, that was the interview with Ryan McCall. As you heard Don Grimm before the thing, and told you like all the fucking secrets that about all the people that we've interviewed, and so now we're gonna brag on ourselves a little bit and let you know that when we had the radio show, we did a lot of fucking awesome stuff. And what's one of your favorites off the top of your head?
Slain.
Slain.
Charlie
Slain was
Baltimore.
dope. Slain was dope.
Charlie Baltimore. The reason I'm gonna throw this in real quick. The reason I really love the fact that we, that had her on is because she only agreed to 15 minutes initially, and it's because she had a prior engagement. Then she come out and said when we were trying to be professional after our 15 minutes, and okay, good, great having you. She was like, no, hold on, I'm having fun now. The only reason I only gave you 15 minutes is because I never heard you. I didn't know, what I was getting into. But now I'm having fun. I'm giving you 4:45.
Yeah.
I was like, well, damn, shit, thank you. And then she ended up saying I was like one of the, that was the best interview she had ever had. Like, and we heard that multiple times. See, bragging. So I'm gonna do.
People.
We heard that multiple times.
It's just a simple fact that I like that cookie cutter bullshit, man. I think they enjoy that we could just kick it with them and talk to them, man. A lot of people don't know how to do that. They just want to ask questions that they think the listeners want to hear. The listeners want to see what they look like in real life. I mean, if they're really a true fan and really like, head over heels in love with that person, they probably already know what their favorite fucking pizza is and what kind of fucking shoes they like and shit like that.
Right.
We want to know what you think about what the fuck's going on out here in them streets, man. What about the new damn music? How you feeling about that? You got to write the bitch if you's a good rapper. And these days, you should be bitching. Should be on fucking there. Anyway.
I always loved picking people's brains, like, trying to figure out like, key points in their career, that would be considered like milestones. And I tried to read each person and figure out like what sort of questions to ask them along those lines. And then, a lot of times I'd be like, ooh, damn, okay, let me think about this a second. It was fun to hear them come out with stories and shit. I remember when we're talking to oh crap, who was it? I think it was Cuban, and he was telling a story about Pun. Then one dude was talking shit, and he said, yeah, man, Pun told his motherfucker, shut the fuck up for us, shove my dick through your father's heart. And I mean, I was, my God, dude, rolling.
Yeah, it's nice when you talk to people like that and they tell you stories about some of these people that are gone. Jerry Heller, man, he actually was supposed to come back on when NWA got inducted into the Hall of Fame, or at least what do you call it, nominated or whatever. And he didn't. But I hit him up. I had actually sent him a message later on and asked him again, and he said he might. He wasn't, got some other shit going on. But of course, now we know he had passed away shortly after that. So it's really awesome that we got to do something like that. And one thing, man, to kind of flip it on that is DMX. I said that shit before, but I swear to God, man, I always wanted to have him on so bad, and that's never gonna happen now. But fuck, man, like I really wanted to do that. But we got to really, do some cool shit, man, and talk to some legendary type people, and just it was fun, and like I said, just kick it with them, man. See, like what they've been up to. Where the fuck do you live? Ask them real shit, not addresses, but like, where, because where these motherfucking stars, people know where they grew up and shit. And you're like, oh man, you've been out in Key West for the last 25 years. That must be fucking nice, bastard. You didn't ask me to come out.
This was a trip is out of all the artists that we got in contact with, there's only a certain percentage that came on and followed through. But there were a lot of artists that we had gotten a hold of that we, were able to talk to, that never got on the air. Even that right there, being able to talk to them was dope. I mean, talk to Busy Bone and like that. I mean, granted, it wasn't much of a conversation for very long, but it was like, holy crap, this is busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that shit like that. Jason, the dude from Special Teams with Slain and what's his name? Ed OG. I was just I was tripping because I love Jason's music. Deuce a fucking pimp, and just being in contact with him and him like, yeah, man, I would love to do it. Just let me get back at you. I forget, back from doing this tour and this and that, and things that have fallen through. But it was cool as hell just to be in contact with the fool. You know what I'm saying? That was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun, man, and we did a lot of episodes back then, and so now we just took a little break for a while, but now we decided to do it a little different. And it just the radio shit. It's hard, man. It's a new world, and nobody wants to fucking listen. It's hard enough to get people to fucking look at you, let alone listen to you while their eyes are closed, or just fucking like. It's tough, man. And plus, I understand a lot of y'all even told me back then that the shit was fucking long, but we were having a fucking good ass time, and we would just be fucking having a blast, and we never did really any prep work. It was just like, man, turn the shit on and we'll start talking to the people, or the interview. Even the interview didn't really have much. I mean, most of the people we had on, we knew about them already. I mean, damn, when you have somebody in that's a fucking legend, goddamn, what do you not know how to ask? You just talk. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And
and also it was also good that we had a nice balance of artists that were, up there, and we also had independent artists. We even had some artists that really hadn't even had a name for themselves yet. They were just struggling just to try to to get to that point. And I mean, we're trying to make sure that every single one of them, was a skilled artist, because I'm about lyricism. I can't stand, when somebody, comes on and can barely outdo Mother Goose. You know what I'm saying? That's silly. Don't come at me if you like that. But but every one of the artists that we had on there had genuine talent in one form or another. It was just it was an awesome thing. I feel honored to have been a part of that, especially for as long as it went on. So.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into the other interview here in a second. I would like to let people know that we're definitely going to get back into that, and it's going to be probably even anybody that remembers some of that stuff from back then. It'll be even better this time because you can actually, see them and see what they're doing and how they're looking, and and we're going to spread it out a little more with some, different stuff. I know we did a lot of hip hop artists, and of course that's what I love the most. So, I mean, I still want to do that, but maybe we're going to try to get some. Gonna reach out to some politicians and grill their ass and just do some fucked up shit. Ain't no telling what'll happen, but maybe even some actors if we can get a hold of some. Anybody, people out there want to see somebody, we'll try to holler at them, get them on.
I want to get Gary Busey. I want to get Gary Busey on, damn it. That'll be so. I mean, I can just imagine how fucked up of an episode it would be if we had Gary. It would be so fucking fun. Oh my god!
All right, see, that's we'll reach out and maybe that'll be our first interview.
Awesome. Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Oh man, I'm the fucking daggone shit. I don't." And then also with that shit is like, well, and then hey, you know who?
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
That's like, I know, but it's Gary Busey, right? Y'all love this shit. I don't give a fuck. Everybody loves that.
That'd be golden.
Gary fucking Busey.
I mean, that damn fool. Okay, man, let's hit this.
Sorry, God, I don't want to go to hell.
No.
Okay, so next up we have a long-time newsie that is fucking pretty awesome, man. She does a lot of stuff. It's she. In case y'all didn't already read, Miss Iris Rodriguez. See, that's like a real news person. They'll be like, everything's going normal over here, there, and this is going on and all that. But down in Nicaragua, it's a real mess.
Right. Nicaragua.
Like, hold up. When the hell did you become a motherfucking damn bullfighter all of a sudden? Anyway. Right. All right. Sorry, Iris. I don't mean to pick on your last name, but she's cool as fuck. I already know that she don't mind. So, anyway, y'all can check this out. This is the next interview. Get to know the Knewsies. This will be our new little Newsie corner. Be just for y'all. Nobody else gets to even know about this shit. Well, they do now, but after that, only y'all. You already know. Where she at. There she is. This girl, everybody knows Iris. Super newsy. So we're gonna be kicking it with her for a little bit and see what she thinks. I know that she seems to like the news. She comes around a lot. She be creeping around, posting some good shit, funny shit, true shit, real shit.
My question is when you get in there and you post the crazy shit that you post, are you doing that just to let off some steam and vent?
Yeah, I just like posting random things. I see, I start looking around, I start scrolling, and I look through pictures and posts, and I do a lot of reading. So when I see something that could be a little bit off the hook, or
Right.
funny, or maybe real, or maybe fucked up, then I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna post it. I don't care.
Right. See, hey, you keep up with that kind of attitude, and you're going to end up in Facebook jail like the rest of us fucking Facebook felons.
and I've gotten banned because of that. And I post all kinds of stuff, and then I get banned. And it ain't the first time. I think I got banned like 3 times.
Yeah, it's easy now. It's easy now.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, it's whatever, but I'm still gonna post whatever I want.
So when did you become a newsie?
Somewhere between 2010 and 2011. I know I got added by, I think it was Leanne, something like that.
Leanne Benson, maybe, or Leanne McDonald, one of those.
Yeah, Leanne McDonald. She added me.
Yeah.
She added me. Then I guess she disappeared. I don't know what happened, and I stuck with the group.
Well, thanks for staying, because seems to be like that people would like, you had this like original people that I put in there, and then like more people would come, and then almost like when it'd be like a wave of new people would come, it's like the other people would get like mad about it and kind of fall back. And then all these new people are like, what's this fucking group? And then they become fucking like super newsies. And then the others start intermingling back in, but some of them just, and then other shit happens. You get in fucking arguments, or some people will then like start trouble with people, and then like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about him. I'm talking about Don Grimm. He fucking causes too many problems for other people, and then they hate him and they leave. That's what happens. I don't care what nobody says.
He's not lying. He's telling you the absolute truth.
I appreciate Don Grimm for hanging in there and being a trooper and really, typing like a motherfucker. But I'm over there like, yeah, also fuck you. I really I can't do it anymore.
Carpal tunnel up in this bitch now. I'm sitting here, my fucking wrists are all, shit. But I gotta keep typing though. Oh, shut the fuck up. That's why your wrist is fucked up. You're really asshole.
I bet it's one wrist more than the other.
Right. All right, Iris. I want to ask you.
I mean, it's sad that people get upset for what other people say,
Yeah.
And they get offended by it. Like, that's sad.
Like, I always noticed that you stay pretty neutral and cool. You don't really fucking get no arguments.
Yeah, I'll never see that.
I have an idea of what type of environment you grew up in, but I want to hear it from you first. Where were you born and where were you raised?
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, how long were you there?
I was born and raised there. I was there all the way till 17. Then I moved to Puerto Rico. Then I lived in Puerto Rico for 2 decades. Then that hurricane hit. Y'all remember? I mean, I think Chad kind of remember that Hurricane Maria.
Yeah.
Then when that happened, then I bounced and I came back to the States.
I know how chill the Puerto Ricans are, but being from Brooklyn, having like a little bit of like hood mentality, even that you're more relaxed. Like, man, I see drive-bys and motherfuckers getting stabbed and stomped out. What the fuck are your words gonna do to me? What the fuck are your words gonna do to me?
Well, to be honest, the 2 days I've been in Puerto Rico, I've seen a lot. I wasn't born in Puerto Rico, but I ended up knowing my own people and seeing how the island is with my own eyes. There's humble, there's cool, there's chill, and then you got the wild, crazy street and the drug dealers, and that's how it is. It's more like Scarface. Scarface land. Everybody gotta be respectful, and they really don't give a fuck in a way. If they
Right.
want to carjack you, they'll do it. They want to rob you, they'll do it.
Right.
If you disrespect, they'll do whatever they can. But as long as some people mind their business, everything's okay.
Yeah.
But I live between two neighborhoods. Believe me, it will be a war zone. Because you will hear is gunshots all
Right.
the time, every day, mostly at nighttime. And I was like, God damn! The first time I heard gunshots, I thought it was fireworks. But then I was told, no, those are gunshots. I'm like, really? And then when I was in Puerto Rico, that was in the 90s when I moved over there.
Big question for you. Reggaeton, yes or no?
Reggaeton ain't my thing. I didn't grow up with that.
That's nobody's thing.
Right. No, because what's funny is I hear a lot of the Puerto Ricans that I've known have been like, reggaeton is but then the Mexicans reggaeton, Don Omar, we say Mandel.
I don't fuck with it either.
I grew up listening more to like the old stuff, like the R&B, the disco, the Donna Summer, then to the old school rap, hip hop. So I'm all about that kind of music.
Iris, you say when you went to move to Puerto Rico, you were 17?
Yeah.
So that's still pretty young, maybe even more so when you're female. So like, what was that like? Does that scare the fuck out of you moving back over there, or it's got to be different than Brooklyn? So I mean,
Yeah. I remember before I was about to leave, how my neighbor, who I grew up with, that was my best friend, she would be like, "Oh, so you're gonna go to, to the Banana Bowl and the coconuts and all that stuff." She was doing all this stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I have no idea what the place looked like because I'd never been there. But although my father would tell me that he took me a couple of times over there when I was little, so that was like long ago. So while on the plane, everybody was partying on the plane, walking all over the place, dancing. And that was back then. I was like, I was like, wow. At that moment, I felt a little chilled because I was kind of, freaked out getting on the plane. So that made me a little bit calm. So everybody was partying on the plane until we landed. And that's the only thing that I remember, and that's what I kept in my mind. Yeah, to me that was cool.
Iris, I just want you to know that never really talked before, so it's been a nice conversation. No, but I want to make sure that we properly tell you thank you and appreciate you being around all this time. And
it was really nice talking to you guys. It was fun. I like the chat.
All right, well, Iris, thank you very much for coming on with us and chopping it up with us.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. That motherfucker said. Yeah, she's cool, man. That's funny. Goddamn, that's funny shit. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing more of that kind of stuff. So I guess for a few minutes, we'd like to tell you about some things we're gonna be doing, have been doing, and working towards. So it's not just a show about the history of the news. It is about the future of the news, and the news is all good, really. To be honest with you, there ain't no bad news when it comes to the news. So there's too many newses, man. Say something.
All good news is good news.
Gary.
Exactly. You got it. Okay. All right. Anyways, so what Mr. Brooks is getting at with talking about what we're heading toward is, I mean, we're going to be doing the interviews with artists again, politicians, and all that. We're also considering the possibility of, I guess, combining the two shows that we've been doing already, so we could have a third or a second that we're bringing on, without having to spread ourselves too thin. It's going to take a lot more prep to be able to do the things that we're going to be doing. We can't just have 4 shows a week, on 4 completely different things like we did in with the radio. It's spreading ourselves too thin. Got too much, can't do that. But we also, on top of that, We are in the early stages of launching an internet TV network called Digger TV, and it's going to be available on Roku. We're going to be putting up a lot of our episodes along with, you know, a lot of other fun things that we're putting together, and we're also looking for other content creators who might be interested in having a home for whatever the hell they create. Trying to give people opportunities to do that too. So if you happen to know anybody that's in there, have them hit us up. But it's fun. I mean, there's some stuff that I wish I could tell you right now about like the details of some of the things that we're doing, but honestly, I don't want someone to hear it on here and then start doing the same crap and give us competition. At least we need to get it started
Fuck
first.
around, motherfucker.
We
Doing that
need to
shit
get some
now.
of it started first and actually get it done. And then if competition comes along afterwards, we can still say, yeah, the originators. What's up? Yeah.
Speaking of that, like, shout out to all the times that people fucking loved everything about us and what we did, and then immediately got mad one day and ran off and made another group or something and called it shit. Like, and one dumb fucking English bitch fucking made a group immediately, and it was called Not the News. I'm like, yo, that's kind of nice. I mean, that made me feel. I was like, oh my god, our boy Ryan knows about that shit because he went over there and they just put him all in it. He was like, man, you see this bullshit? I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And then they got all fucking mad at Ryan. I was like, my bad, dog. You know I was going to say something. You know what I'm saying? You probably should have knew I was going to probably be like, fuck you, bitch, or something.
I mean, damn, if they're so butt hurt and booty tickled and chief wounded knee over the damn shit, you'd think they would use any name that didn't have the news. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Thanks for them like reminding yourself of us every time you go
Right.
into your group.
Right, yeah.
Not the news. All 6 of the people that fucking do like me are coming with me. I'm like, okay, bye.
They wake up every fucking morning and see the shit. And damn it, I almost forgot to hate them today.
Oh,
I'm glad the fucking that word news word was there.
But on some real shit, man. When it comes to the network, it's gonna be some badass old school shit. We're gonna start kicking it off that way. We're gonna be doing some shit. We're gonna remix some shit. Just remember that. And sooner or later we will. And listen, man. If there's anybody out there that like you think, damn, man, I've always wanted to do like a YouTube series where I cut grass and just videotape it. Or I just like to sit out and look at birds and talk about birds, or you want to fucking, build little knickknacks on camera and teach people how to use things or whatever. And you want to do that, this might be the time to do that. And holla at us, and we can put it out on a network instead of YouTube, or both. Do what the fuck you want to do, but, we can put it there too. Help you out with that, man. We won't fucking we won't do you wrong. So
I'm hoping that we can find somebody who wants to put together a cooking show. I would love to see a cooking show. I'd jump on that if it's done right.
That's what I was trying to say. Something like that. I don't know why I was saying bird watching and fucking building fucking knickknacks for your patty whacks, but
give a dog a bone.
And building dogs a bone or a dog house, or
right.
Cooking shows would be dope, man. I would love to watch some straight up like homemade type cooking show. Just go on there and do your thing.
I would hope we find a good alcoholic to do it though. So every time they go and stir some shit, flip some shit, take a swig, stir some shit again, add a pinch of salt, take a swig.
So let's find out if Emily can cook, because I know Emily likes to. Emily be damn drinking sometimes. Maybe we can get her to do like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come off as if I was calling her an alcoholic, but we know she called into the old show back then and be fucking. I'm like, are you fucked up? You fucked up. But I'm not saying that you do get fucked up. I'm saying I want you to get fucked up while you cook and record that shit, man. We'll make a fucking $1 million. We'll give you like $1,000.
Yeah, we'll break you up a few bones
every week. Every week, keep cooking, keep drinking. Do whatever it takes, as long as there's money coming in. Just we'll start doing them all day, every day, and we'll just be pouring fucking Ciroc and Hennessy and all kind of shit. Just drink it, bitch. We're gonna fucking get rich. Take it. I know you're sleepy, but just fucking
Oh my
not
God.
fucking cook.
Yeah. Like how we just call people out, just put them on blast, and all your shit's on Front Street now. How you like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know all
Well,
that shit.
Mr. Brooks, this has been a long ass show, and as much as I love it, I think we should bring it to an end because we've basically covered all the bases. Past,
All right,
present,
bye.
future. The really like that.
Fucking bye. No.
Deuces, then, motherfucker. Shit.
Click, 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 motherfucker. Click, click.
Right? This motherfucker just hang up on me? Oh, hell no. Oh,
Excuse me,
shit.
y'all. I'll be right back. Let me get my goddamn telly.
We gonna need to call me now just to be able to hang up on me? Is that what you're doing?
Hey, man, let me tell you something.
Damn, I didn't even have time to answer the phone. Shit.
I want
Anyway,
to tell you something, motherfucker. Bye.
okay.
No, yeah, so all y'all that's been around for a long time, thank you. If you just came around, you missed it. But you didn't miss everything yet because there's so much more. It just never stops. Just awesome shit we're gonna keep trying to do, One day one of them will take off and that's one we'll ride with.
Right.
No.
And there are more ideas, that we're kicking back and forth now and then that might come to fruition one day. So just keep your eyes peeled and enjoy the group and enjoy the shows. Matter of fact, speaking of the shows, like you're watching one now, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, leave some comments and hit the notification bell. So every time we drop something new, you'll be notified. You'll be notified.
Yes. And we need all the feedback too. And you know how it is, man, how we do. It's like all y'all matter. So just tell us, man, what the fuck you want us to do, and we'll do it. Nothing too fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say, you got to put a limit on that. Got to be
tell us
boundaries,
what
or
y'all
at
want
least
us to do,
at
and
least a safe word, huh?
tell us what y'all want to see, and we'll do it. If you want to, and we need the bad feedback too, man. If it's something's fucking whack, don't let us keep doing this shit. Goddamn.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, appreciate it, y'all, and we'll be doing some news group only shit coming up with some interviews with other people in the group, so people can get to know them and have a good old time. Have a good old get down party.
Time. Yep. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much for showing up and showing out and all that bullshit. And then y'all have a good night now. Come back now, you hear?
Peace. What am I doing?